Introduction. Ever pondered what really wins a woman over? It's not only regarding appearance, wealth or charm. It's about recognizing her tiny flaws and learning how to work with them in relationships. Small errors frequently result in lost chances or even failure. Many men find it difficult to understand women's values and desires on a deeper level. But what if you could figure out how to make her want you? Today, we're going to explore 10 important insights about female psychology that every man should know, based on Stoic philosophy. These lessons will help you develop personally and improve your relationships by boosting your confidence, patience, and even sense of humor. Let's examine how to apply these ideas to create closer bonds. An overview of what women first, things women don't tell you about attraction. Action is an intriguing riddle, particularly when it comes to figuring out what women really like. Women are drawn to men who exhibit strength, dependability, and emotional depth, qualities that go beyond appearances, but these qualities are rarely discussed openly, leaving men guessing. Imagine a man who is constantly unsure of himself or seeking validation. He unknowingly repels what he desires most. Instead, envision a man who is grounded in his values, confident in his decisions, and steady in his demeanor. Many men think that attraction is about superficial traits like wealth or looks, but often it's the subtle, unspoken qualities that hold the most power. As the Stoics teach, men must let go of their imagined shortcomings and concentrate on developing their inner virtues in order to discover these hidden secrets of attraction. To do this, one must pay close attention to patterns and not just to words, but also to actions, as this not only strengthens your character, but also improves your relationships. Authenticity is the key to the art of attraction. Being sincere, self-assured and purposeful, without making the secret to getting her attraction. Process 2. Confidence. The secret to releasing her allure. For good reason, confidence is frequently referred to as the most beautiful quality a guy can possess. It is not about conceit or flaunting oneself, but rather about projecting a calm, self-assured demeanor that draws attention. Women are drawn to guys who are confident in their abilities and don't feel the need to show it. For instance, consider a man who walks into a room calmly, makes eye contact, and speaks purposefully. He commands attention without asking for it. This is about accepting who you are, not about being flawless. A Stoic principle tells us that we should stop wasting time debating what a decent man ought to be, flaws and all. True confidence is cultivated by women who are intuitive and sensible in security, disguised as arrogance. It starts within with self-respect and self-awareness, and extends outward via your actions. Pay attention to your principles, accept obstacles as chances for personal development, and take joy in your path. When you act with intention and live really, confidence comes easily. This quality isn't simply alluring, it transforms both you and the connections you aim to build. The Bad Boy, Why She Is Captivated by a Little Mystery, Build 3. The Bad Boy, Why You Need a Little Mystery. Because mystery piques women's curiosity and keeps the relationship interesting. Many men unintentionally alienate women by being too predictable or extremely available. Take this situation as an example. Although a man's intentions are good, if he shows a woman all of his attention and shares every detail about himself too soon, there is no room for curiosity, and the relationship may lose its spark. In contrast, a man who reveals himself gradually keeps his sense of independence and keeps her wondering about what he will do next. Draw her in with ease. This doesn't imply manipulating her or playing games. Rather, it's about keeping a healthy sense of self that isn't entirely reliant on her approval. As the Stoics remind us, don't just explain your philosophy. Instead, Let your behavior and personality speak for you. Over time, demonstrate your depth and offer helpful guidance. Be deliberate about what you communicate and when you pursue your personal passions and interests outside of the partnership. A mysterious man is also self-assured, which women find unquestionably appealing. Strike a balance between transparency and mystery, and see as your bond becomes more and more funny or dynamic. The ability to create humor. The capability to make her laugh. Humor is a global language that unites people, eases tension, and forges enduring bonds in interpersonal relationships. A man who can make a woman laugh has a special ability to connect with her on an emotional level. Picture a man who, by making her laugh with a clever comment or a playful tease, not only relieves her stress, but also leaves a positive impression that lasts. But humor isn't about telling. Someone who may project insecurity. These characteristics foster trust and security, both of which are essential for attraction. The Stoics warn us that the hue of one's ideas dyes one's soul. Developing a calm and grounded attitude is essential to improving your physical presence, since your external appearance reflects your inner condition. Authentic masculinity involves balancing and wisely handling them to build enduring bonds with others. 8. Ned details. Ignored attention. How to raise your value by using scarcity. How to raise your value through scarcity. Giving too much attention too soon is a common error made by guys that might result in a lack of appreciation. Women, like everyone else, appreciate things that are unique and meaningful. Being too available can make your presence appear less exceptional, but taking a balanced approach piques her attention and maintains it. Despite having the best of intentions, a man who continually texts, calls, and rearranges his schedule for someone may come across as needy, which lessens his attraction. Compare this to a man who respects his own time, engages in deliberate exchanges, and makes room in the relationship. Because of this shortage, his focus is more significant and powerful than the Stoics. Remind us to implement this principle by focusing on improving your own life rather than obsessing over someone else. Don't let your thoughts dwell on what you lack as much as on what you currently have. Establish sensible limits. Follow your passions and interact with others in a meaningful way. Scarcity is about preserving your independence and appreciating yourself when your attention is a privilege and turns into something she values. It doesn't mean playing games or ignoring her. Treasures that bolster the relationship's ties and mutual respect. 9. Patience, the worth of. The importance of patience and taking your time. One of the most frequent mistakes men make in relationships is to rush things, whether it's by trying to push things emotionally or physically. Women appreciate men who understand the value of patience because it respects their pace and gradually builds trust. Imagine a man who pushes a woman to make quick commitments or expresses his feelings too quickly. This can make her feel uncomfortable and as though her boundaries are not respected. In contrast, a man who takes the time to get to know her well and shows emotional maturity leaves a lasting impression. Since genuine connection and trust need time and consistency to develop, Stoicism tells us that nothing wonderful is built overnight. This insight also applies to relationships. Put more effort into creating authentic connections than chasing after quick fixes. Actively listen. Allow her room, Glekti-prepared jokes, or making her laugh. It's about being genuine and understanding how to make her feel at ease and content. A Stoic would assert that you are in control of your thoughts rather than external circumstances. When you learn to see the bright side of things, you convey resilience and joy, two traits that are quite appealing when it comes to properly using comedy. Recognize this, and you will find strength. Instead of making unpleasant or caustic remarks, Concentrate on light-hearted conversation and shared laughs. Remain in the present. Keep an eye on her attitude and use humor to strengthen rather than undermine the bond. It's difficult to forget that a man who can make her laugh leaves her feeling warm and upbeat. Humor is a foundation of long-lasting, meaningful relationships, not merely a means of attraction. 5. Physical presence. The art of body language in subtle form. Physical presence. The delicate art of relationship body language. Subtle errors like trembling or averting eye contact might unintentionally damage your attractiveness and confidence. Women are very perceptive and adept at interpreting nonverbal clues, which frequently convey more information than words could ever hope to. Meeting someone who slouches, avoids making direct eye contact and fidgets all the time, even if their body language is perfectly appropriate. A man who maintains proper posture, establishes steady eye contact, and moves with calm confidence naturally communicates power and self-assurance, whereas CTs. These minor changes in body language convey confidence and emotional stability, making you more appealing and engaging. Keep in mind that your mannerisms convey your values and mindset before you even speak. 6. Authenticity. Standing tall with relaxed shoulders, maintaining eye contact while speaking, and using intentional gestures can all help you come across as approachable. Being authentic and genuine to oneself is important, since many relationships end because people put too much effort into trying to be someone they're not because they believe it would make them more desirable. Women are very observant and appreciate men who are authentic and true to themselves. Imagine a man who, in order to impress someone, pretends to enjoy a particular pastime or exaggerates his accomplishments. While this may work temporarily, the lack of authenticity eventually erodes trust and connection, in contrast to a man who owns his quirks, accepts his flaws, and boldly expresses who he truly is, fostering a more profound and lasting. The greatest achievement of Bond Stoicism is learning to be yourself in a world that is always attempting to change you into someone else. Being genuine not only wins you respect, but also relieves you of the taxing burden of upholding a facade while concentrating on your principles. Avoid the temptation to fit in, only to get favor by speaking your truth with kindness. Accept vulnerability as a strength, and make sure your words and deeds are consistent. Men who are unashamedly themselves are admired by women because they exhibit confidence, integrity, and emotional maturity. Being genuine fosters relationships built on mutual respect and honesty that are far more satisfying and long-lasting. 7 reasons why women are masculine men's emotional strength. The reasons women desire emotionally strong men. One small error that guys frequently make in relationships is to misunderstand what masculinity actually entails. Women are drawn to emotional strength, the capacity to remain calm, resilient, and empathetic, despite the common belief that it's about dominance or physical strength. Imagine a man under pressure who loses it at the first sign of difficulty or loses it when things don't go as planned. However, a man who responds to challenges with calm confidence and thoughtfulness rather than impulsively projects a strong masculine presence because, as the Stoics say, you have power over your mind and not outside events. Behavior that creates a sense of instability makes it difficult for women to trust or rely on him. Understanding this will give you strength. Self-awareness and self-discipline are necessary to develop emotional strength. Self-control. Accept responsibility for your feelings and concentrate on finding solutions rather than issues. Being emotionally stable allows you to establish a comfortable environment where women feel appreciated and safe. Instead of repressing feelings, to open up and express your appreciation for the process rather than just the final goal. By taking your time, you build a relationship based on respect for one another and a strong foundation that will lead to a deeper and more lasting bond. Patience is not only a virtue, it's a display of confidence and self-control. 10th, respect is the cornerstone of attraction. When respect is lacking, attraction connections end, but many men ignore its significance, believing that attraction is sufficient on its own. Women are particularly attracted to guys who respect them, which entails appreciating their viewpoints, appreciating their uniqueness, and respecting their limits. Imagine a man who, despite his charm or beauty, talks to a woman in a condescending manner or rejects her opinions. Behavior damages the connection, but a man who pays close attention, appreciates her achievements, and views her as an equal fosters admiration and a sense of security. Stoic philosophy encourages us to treat people with the same respect that you would like to receive. Builds respect by fostering trust, which is the foundation of any effective connection. Talk honestly, please refrain from interjecting or disparaging her emotions and encourage her aspirations. When you make respect the cornerstone of your relationship, you don't only attract her, you construct a partnership where both of you can appreciate and value her viewpoint, even when it differs from your own. Respect is not about agreeing with everything she says or does. The hallmark of a high-value man is thrive respect, which is also essential for a satisfying and long-lasting relationship. Knowing these 10 principles is about development and connection, not manipulation. When you exhibit these qualities, you improve as a man. The Stoics advise us to concentrate on the things we can control, such as our thoughts, acts, and behaviors, not only for her, but also for ourselves. If you find these insights useful, please remember to like this video. By mastering these principles, you'll not only attract, but also maintain meaningful relationships. Additionally, for more Stoic-inspired advice, subscribe to the channel. As always, click the bell symbol to ensure you don't miss our next video, and leave your thoughts in the comments section about what you believe to be the most crucial quality in a relationship.